I guess we got it.
I think we did.
I was like, are we doing fans for Survivor? Sure, why not?
We're the cup. We're the fan people. We just do fans.
We are the fan people because we're fans.
We're fans of reality TV, period.
Welcome to The Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. Gay. I'm drinking what is the penultimate batch of my sparkling lemonade that I have. I have one more serving, and then it's over, and then I have to make something else.
It's over.
Well, it's over.
It's over.
But what's not over is this new season of Survivor.
It's only just begun.
Yeah, we know.
And hello, and hi. I am Lana, your resident diva, here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. And if you have some tea, you know what to do. Hit me up. I am just drinking water. Because hydration is important and water gives you clear skin, and that's what I'm here for. But if I was drinking something in a cup, it would be in my cup mug. Cup mug.
Cup mug.
All of that. Cup mugs. And you can get you a cup mug at LanaG'sCreations.etsy.com. The link will be in the description below. And you can get yours. And we do ship internationally, so there are no excuses. Be like the cool kids. Get you one. Yeah.
It's Survivor season again, Lana.
Yeah, it is.
Do not get me wrong. I am very excited about this season.
Yeah, I am.
However, it's Survivor season again.
It is.
And we're also trying to fit in a rewatch of an old Survivor season before this season starts.
Yeah, we are.
Be on the lookout for our review of Survivor Cagayan coming very soon.
Very soon.
But in the meantime, we finally have the full cast and bios for Survivor 45, including one person that the world knows from... It's Bruce. Bruce
last season.
But also, Lana, someone that we know very well. We have a friend on this season. We cannot wait to talk about him because, I'm so happy for him. But we have a full cast of 18 to talk about, and we're just going to dive right in.
Yeah.
Because why not?
Why not?
First and foremost, the logo. It's cute.
It's cute.
I love the dark maroon red.
Yes.
I think that's my favorite part of it. Because it's very different from anything else we've really seen from a Survivor logo. But we do have in a change from the last 4 seasons that we've had in the modern era, the tribe colors are different this season. We are getting red, blue, and yellow.
Yes, which is in all of this.
And
in the logo.
Interestingly enough, we have our blue tribe, Bellow, which we are affectionately calling the Bellow Deck tribe.
Bellow Deck tribe.
We have the yellow tribe, which is the Lulu tribe, which I will at least be referring to them as the Lululemon tribe. And then the red tribe is Reba.
The Reba McEntire tribe.
A single mom who works 2 jobs, who loves her kids and never stops with steady hands and the heart of a fighter. I'm a survivor.
She's a survivor.
She's a survivor.
She's a survivor.
She's a survivor. If there's a homosexual working on the production crew of Survivor and came up with that out of nowhere for that exact reason, you deserve a raise. Or any Reba fan for that matter, you deserve a raise. But let's talk about this beautiful, lovely, wonderful, fantastic cast. We're going to be talking about them in the order that Entertainment Weekly posted theirs. We're just going to go in that order. So it's not in alphabetical, although it's kind of an alphabetical order, but it's not really an alphabetical order. So, yeah. And
I think it's alphabetical by their first names.
No, because they skip around, because the next person after this is D. And there's definitely a couple people in between.
Yeah,
but
never mind.
Anyway, first up is Austin, who is on the Reba McEntire tribe. He is 26, originally from San Jose, California, currently living in Chicago. He's a grad student. And he said that 3 words to describe him would be ambitious, sweet, and clumsy. He said he wanted to... Ooh, I forgot what questions I was going to show off. Why he wants to be a part of Survivor. He says he's confident he can win. $1 million would really help with his 6-figure student debt. He also loves the game, and he's a competitor through and through. My favorite question of all of them is, which previous player do you identify with the most? But they added something different this season, Lana. So the question is now, which previous player do you identify with the most, and who do you think you will play most like? So now they have both questions, which I really enjoy. As far as Austin, he said he identifies most with Owen Knight, long hair, Asian, loves the outdoors, never say die attitude, but he thinks he'll play more like Jay and Wendell because their games revolved around forming genuine connections that led people to keep them in the game even when they were huge threats. On top of that, he has the intelligence to make big strategic plays, as well as the physicality to win clutch immunities. And like them both, he too has a crush on Michelle Fitzgerald. What will he value in an alliance partner? Laughter is the key to his heart. So if someone is fun to hang out with and laughs, they're going to be best buddies. Among his pet peeves includes any form of wasted time, money, opportunity, and food. Also, banana-flavored candy. But I still eat them because no wasting. And why will Austin be the sole survivor? He makes the best of every situation, and he doesn't feel sorry for himself. He says, I'm adaptable, creative, and have the tools to pull off an individual immunity run. I work my butt off, and I'll make sure not a second is wasted out on the island. Work. I mean, I like his answers. He seems like that, young, mid-20s, physical guy that could make an individual immunity run. I think he's 100% right in saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked his bio. I liked his video. He seems like a cool guy. What I did say, I thought he looked like Antoine Ono from Winter Olympics. I was like, oh, he looks just like him. He's very cute. But I think he's going to be somebody who he's giving me merge energy, I think, because he's giving me somebody who's going to make merge. I'm not going to pick winners because I'm not going to say winner pick, but he give me definitely merge energy. I think, I don't know, I kind of like him. I think he's funny, he's outgoing. I think he's going to get along with a lot of different people. And unless his attitude is definitely not what he's portraying in his videos and bios when he gets out there, I don't see a lot of people not liking him.
Agreed. Next up, also on the Reba McEntire tribe, is Dee. She is also 26. Originally from Havana, Cuba, currently living in Miami, and she's an entrepreneur. She said 3 words to describe her would be fiery, wildly enthusiastic, which I hate to break it to you, Dee, is 2 words, and empathetic, which means total she's given us 4 words, which is not what they asked for. Anyway, when asked one life experience that she feels prepared her for the game, she said starting her business at 23. I've learned how to turn an idea into reality, how to navigate hardships when finances were uncertain, and how to become a better business partner. She says this will help her in the strategic and social aspect of the game. Among previous players, she said she identifies the most with Jesse. His why and my why are the same. But despite Dee thinking that she identifies the most with Jesse, she said she thinks she'll play most like Tony. Shocker. There's a couple Tonys.
A couple of people Tonys, yeah. So.
What will Dee value in an alliance partner? Someone that sticks to their word. She says someone staying true to their word will get us further along, and also someone who's having fun. Among her pet peeves includes bad tippers. Agreed. Road ragers, constantly being late, and injustice to kids, old people, or dogs.
Okay.
And why will Dee be the sole survivor? It's already happened in her mind daily. She says, I'm going to be the person out there who doesn't quit, and most importantly, the person who cares the most.
I love that about it.
So we saw as well in her little 1-minute video thing, she says she's an entrepreneur. her and her friend created a backpack brand.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that's so cool.
Because they couldn't find a backpack when they were going on their trip that they liked, and so they made one.
I love that, honestly.
That's kind of like
Love
boss
it.
right there. That's
I love
boss.
it. Yeah. I like her. Her
I do
energy's
like
good.
her.
Her energy's
Yeah,
good.
her energy was well, and like I think she is going to be that person like who's gonna get down and dirty, do what got to be done. Da 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 da. She's gonna be strong. One of the strong females in the game. Strong women, not females. I hate that. One of the strong women in the game,
Yes.
and she's gonna be very valuable because they're not going to want to get rid of all of the women, but they want to keep the stronger women too.
Sure.
So I think she's gonna be very valuable. If her now, what I am concerned about is if her boss nature turns into bossy nature and she turns into that person that everybody hates to be around because she's always constantly trying to tell people what to do. But I think she's a caring person. She likes to, you know, have people. She likes to take care of things. So I think she'll take care of people. I think she's a cool. I think I like her. I like her. My eyes are open for her.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is where the cup loses our mind, and I'll apologize in advance because Brandon Donnellan is not just anybody. Brandon Donnellan is someone we know, we played
Very
with,
well.
we've had conversations with, and he has been applying for Survivor for 15 years. Yes, 15 years. And he's just 26. So that means this man has been applying for Survivor before he was even eligible to actually be on Survivor. So the fact that this person, who is a friend, who has been applying for Survivor for 15 years, finally,
Yeah.
finally has reached a dream of his, we're going to take some time and we're going to talk about it and we're going to gush about it. And Brandon, we wish you nothing but the best of luck on this show and
Even
hope
though
you
you
fulfill.
filmed it a year ago, but
Yes, I hope you had all your dreams fulfilled in that moment. And I hope you found an idol. That's all I'm saying.
when we heard cast rumors, and I look at them every season because I'm like, I just want to see who these people are. And I was like, holy shit, I know him. I've had full conversations with him. Like I've watched him play social strategy games. Like we've had some people get on shows that we watch and we cover, and it's been like, that's really awesome that I know this person. This is the first one, honestly, where I'm like, nah, like I got emotional because I know how he feels about Survivor. This is my winner pick. I don't even think we're gonna bother with doing a winner pick prediction because, quite frankly, it's Brandon, and I hope he does, and I hope he wins.
Yeah.
I hope he wins.
I'm so happy for him. I can't even express how happy I am for him because number one, he got to be on a Lululemon tribe, by the way. Because
he's on the Lululemon tribe. Yes.
We love that. I love saying the Lululemon tribe, by the way. But he's on the Lululemon tribe. He's 26 years old from Sicklerville, New Jersey. He still lives there. His occupation is a content producer. His 3 words are empathetic, inquisitive, and relatable. Logan will give the rest of the bio.
I sure will.
Mm-hmm.
We've kind of already talked about why he wants to be a part of Survivor, but it truly changed his life. Among previous players, and I actually knew both of these answers because I've talked to him about it. He says, I wake up every day wishing I was Mike White. He played one of the most impressive Survivor games ever, balancing his insane social savviness while oozing likability. But he hopes to play like any of the Survivor writers. Give me David Wright, Cochran, Penner, etc. What he's going to value in an alliance partner is comfort. I'm so anxious during my day-to-day life. Can confirm. I can imagine it'll be 10 times worse here. Among his pet peeves include adult men who have Snapchat and people who message him hi when they need something from him. I don't think I've ever done that, so that's fine. Something we would never know from looking at him, and this cuts deep for us specifically. He says, "I hate tabletop games. I feel like I give off big tabletop game energy. I'd rather get a root canal than play Settlers of Catan."
Doesn't do root for me because I agree. I would not.
I agree.
I do not like playing Catan. Absolutely not.
And why will Brandon be the sole survivor? I want it more. Nobody wants this as bad as I do. I feel like Charlie. I got the golden ticket. I'm at the chocolate factory, and I plan on being the last one standing. Game on.
I love it.
I love him.
I love it. I am rooting so hard for him. I cannot even.
I don't think I've ever rooted for anyone harder.
No.
Honestly.
And see, and this is the thing. Y'all know I always say it. I root for everybody black, and I still am rooting for everybody black. Period. But Brandon is. I'm rooting for him.
This season, it's everybody black and Brandon.
And Brandon, right? Like he's look, he is the meme. Look, everybody, the black folks is here, and Mark is everybody black and Brandon.
And Brandon.
Like that's who I'm rooting for, and that's who I want to see succeed because I know how much he really, really wants this. And when he says he wants this, and nobody wants it harder, I believe him.
I 100% believe him.
I believe him. I cannot wait to watch. I hope it was everything. Like I know he's sitting at home watching, getting ready to watch and gear up to watching what
he knows exactly what happens.
And he knows what happened. And then watching the stuff he doesn't know what happened. I'm so glad that he gets to relive this whole experience outside of living in the experience. I can't wait. I hope he tweets about it constantly. I hope we get to read his thoughts and his views on what was and what he can and cannot say. And I hope we get him on this podcast to talk about it because
that's the goal.
That's the goal. I know he's going to be super busy, and I know a lot of people are going to be hitting him up after stuff, but I just hope he has time to talk to us. But I'm so excited for you, Brandon. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. I hope this was everything you wanted it to be and more.
Yep. We must move along because there are other people to talk about, such as Emily. She's 28, originally from McKinney, Texas, currently in Laurel, Maryland. She's an investment analyst, and 3 words to describe her are direct, genuine, and aggressive. Among previous players, she says, I've been told my personality is extremely similar to Chaos Cass. I take that as the compliment that it is. However, I plan on playing my own game and making an entirely unique set of mistakes. What will Emily value in an alliance partner? Openness. I want to work with someone who wears their heart on their sleeve, who won't leave you guessing as to their emotions or intentions. Among her pet peeves, she says nearly everything, but some of them include chewing, snoring, arrogance, being overly serious, being overly jokey. You name it, and it probably irritates me. And why will Emily be the sole survivor? I like a lot of the traditional qualities that make a good survivor player. I'm out of shape, don't really like the outdoors, and people can find me off-putting, which is exactly why they'll never see me coming.
She is giving me pre-merge boot.
Oh, no!
Unfortunately, she's giving me pre-merge boot because she was on her video. She was like, I don't like anything. I don't like the sun. Yeah. I burn easily. I don't like being in the sand. I don't like being outside. It was a lot of everything negative that she doesn't like is Survivor. And I'm like, girl, you're not going to do. But I hope, I'm saying this, but I hope she surprises me. I would love for her to surprise me and get in there and overcome all of her hates and complaints and fears and things that she thought she didn't like and learn to appreciate, not love, because I don't think you can love being hungry out in the sun or rain or whatever the temperature might be and you don't have a lot of comfort. I don't think you can love being uncomfortable, but I just hope she can take it for what it is, learn to live with it, and actually play the game and don't get caught up in what I don't like about being out here. You know what I mean? Yeah. I want her to play a good game. I want her to surprise me, but right now she's giving me pre-merge energy.
We shall see.
This
is based off of almost nothing.
Almost nothing. Very much nothing.
We had Brandon, now we have Brando!
Brando.
Brando on the Bello deck tribe. Brando is 23 from Oak Park, California, currently in Seattle. He's a software developer, and 3 words to describe him would be curious, clever, and motivated. Among previous players he identifies with the most, he said David Wright, who inspired him to put himself out there and push his limits when he struggled with his weight. But he said, I think I will play the most like Yao Man, a strategic, innovative, and friendly game, although I don't plan on giving away any trucks.
As you shouldn't.
That's a while. I have not heard Yao Man as an answer in a long time, and I'm happy about it.
I love that he went to Fiji, period. Because Fiji
Period.
is my favorite season of Survivor.
Yep. What he will value in an alliance partner is someone who can pick up the pieces that I miss. This could be physical challenge, strength, or connections with people. Also, if there's someone I would be proud of as a winner. In the era of betrayals, Ricard Shan, Jesse Cody, I think this is important. Pet peeve, and I relate directly to this, when someone takes the urinal directly next to you, despite plenty of others being open, which I agree. An accomplishment he's most proud of is that in 2021, he wrote, illustrated, and published his own children's book.
Oh.
And why will Brando be the sole survivor? He says, I will be the sole survivor because my combination of quick thinking and acute attention to detail will make sure nothing gets by me.
I like him.
I do too.
It's something about him that I like. I like his attitude. And I love his answer about when he who his person he wanted to be and play like not just because Fiji, but yeah, man. But what did you read afterwards? What was the one that right after the player he wanted to play?
Alliance partner?
Yeah, his alliance answer.
Someone
that
can pick up the pieces.
Where he's lacking, and I was
Absolutely.
like, that is so key because it's like you need somebody who's going to be the yin to your yang. If I'm strong in this and you're strong in this, why do we need each other? But if I'm strong in this and you're weak in that, we can help each other. And if I'm weak in something, you're strong in something, we can balance off each other and have each other's back. I love that. I think that's he's very smart. And he's thought about all of this. He's thought about how to play this game, how he wants to play it. So. He's a fan, and it shows. I kind of did. I liked his video. I was like, he just seems like a nice. He's smart, and he's not going to hide that he's smart. He's just like, this is just what I know. This is what I'm going to do. I kind of like him. He seems like somebody who to keep your eye on.
Absolutely.
I'm scared that they might think he's too smart and want to get him out early, but. Yeah. Who knows? We'll see.
We'll see. Hannah Rose on the Lululemon tribe. Hannah's 33, originally from Woodbridge, Connecticut, currently in Baltimore City, Maryland. I did not know Baltimore and Baltimore City were different. Regardless, she is a therapist, and 3 words to describe her would be enthusiastic, passionate, and authentic. Among previous players, she says I identify with Aubrey and hope I'll play just like her and Kelly Wentworth. What will she value in an alliance partner? Someone I can tell is being authentic with me and able to have fun so it's not nonstop intense. Among her pet peeves includes loud chewing and narcissist types. An accomplishment she's most proud of is getting sober when she was 20, which we heard in her video as well. She had like a 5-year drinking binge and then got sober at 20, which props to you, gal.
Props.
And why will Hannah Rose be the sole survivor? I can read the room or the island, pick up cues, lay low when I need to, but be cutthroat when the time comes, and I can do it while being as real as possible and bringing comedic relief. Now, this is no shade to you, Hannah Rose. I'm pretty sure she's a recruit. None of this gives unique. The Aubrey and the Kelly... we've heard it before. Authenticity in an alliance, we've heard it before. And if you are a fan, I'm so sorry, darling, but I mean, she's giving me pre-merge energy.
I will say this about her that I did like, and it was in her video. This lets me think she is a fan now. In her video, she said, I'm not going to be like the other therapist that was on this show. And she specifically was talking about the girl you didn't like, who is from the Aura community, and then the other girl, yeah,
Tori.
Tori, yeah, I forgot her name. And then the one, Janine, the one who was it Jazz, the one who was in 40 Jesse season,
The one we really didn't like.
who Jesse got out because they couldn't stand her. I think it started with a J. Can't remember. Can't remember. They did not like her at all. But she was like, she specifically was talking about them and was like, I don't want to be like, I'm a therapist so I can read people, blah, 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 blah. She said, I didn't come here to counsel anybody. I came here to play the game. So I'm not trying to be the counselor out here. I came to win the money. So I was like, okay, girl. Do I feel maybe pre-merge energy? It depends on how bad or well her tribe does. If I could see her going early, if the tribe is in trouble a lot, I can also see her. But I think she has a great personality, and
Oh yeah.
the fact that she was going through her drinking issues and now sober, she knows how to like appreciate the things that she's like I listen to my steps. I let go of the control of things that I can't control, things that I can. And I don't know, I kind of liked her. I don't know where she will end up being, but we'll see.
Yeah. Bruce is
Bruce is
back!
back.
Yay, Bruce! Don't hit your head on a challenge this time, Bruce. Yay! You know he's going to be extra cautious with all of the challenges this season. He's just going to be like, I'm not jumping into anything. I'm not getting concussed again. But Bruce is now 47, still from Warwick, Rhode Island, still an insurance agent. 3 words to describe him would still be funny, competitive, and energetic, because I'm pretty sure that's what he said last season. And obviously, he says, why does he want to be a part of this season? It's something that he needed a chance to play. He lost that chance, and now he has it back. Among previous players, he still says he identifies the most with Jeremy, which I love. He says he'll play the game like Jeremy, like Jesse, and like Gabler. I cannot conform to just one player or style. I'll be able to assess the situation and adapt to it. And why will he be the sole survivor, Lana? Because this is his time, and 44 wasn't.
Yeah, I'm happy for him.
Me too.
I'm happy for him. I'm glad he gets a chance to come back because that was tragic. That was tragic how he left. Sorry, I know my microphone's so far away, but
Good.
yeah, it was tragic how he left. 12 hours.
12 hours, and he was concussed for 11 and a half.
11 and a half of that. So yeah, I think he's kind of like, it was my time, and you know what? Good for him.
I hope he makes merge. I
Yes.
really do. I hope he makes jury. I hope he can really get a full experience out of it. And I feel like people that watched 44, no one's gonna take out Bruce.
Why?
No one's, because
Why would you not? I mean,
he's
why would
getting
you
a
take out?
second chance.
That's what I'm saying. Why would you take out Bruce?
Yeah, no. I see Bruce doing decently.
I do too.
Plus, like, he was like, well, it's not even an advantage that I was on 44 because, like we just talked about, I was in it for 12 hours and concussed for 11 and a half of them.
Exactly.
So,
I mean, he's not wrong.
No, he's not.
He's
So,
not wrong.
yay, Bruce!
Yay, Bruce!
He might be the person I'm rooting for second right now under Brandon because I don't really know anybody else. So, we'll see.
We'll see.
Oh, but next up is J Maya. Oh.
Yep, J Maya. She's giving me.
I love her.
She's giving me some great vibes.
Oh, she's 24, originally from San Francisco, but currently living in LA, and she's a singer. 3 words to describe her would be ambitious, optimistic, and creative. She talked about in her video, and she says one life experience that prepared her was taking the biggest risk of her life, turning down early admission to Harvard Law in order to pursue her career as a singer.
Mm-hmm.
And her music is great. If you haven't listened to her music yet, go do it. It's really cute. I enjoy it. But among previous players, she says Queen Parvati has always been such a role model of mine, and I think I can relate to her in a few ways. Not only are we both named after powerful Hindu goddesses, but I can resonate with how people have underestimated her strength and strategic skill because of her bubbly personality. In a similar vein, I adore Marianne's game, how she laid low and let people discount her as a threat until the end when she revealed herself to be a strategic mastermind. I'll be aiming for a similar position early in the game, not running away from my loud personality and shrouding my observations of other players until the right moment. What she will value in an alliance member is someone that she naturally gets along with, who she strongly can relate to. Among her pet peeves, she listed one, which is slow walkers, only if they take up the entire sidewalk.
Okay.
And why will J Maya be the sole survivor? I'm adaptable. I've operated in many different spheres in my life. Competitive punning. She is the youngest international pun championship award winner in history, by the way. Debate, the music industry, the same way. First, observing quietly and then fitting myself into the gaps to carve out my own space. I feel like I've been preparing for Survivor my whole life, and I think I have a little bit more strength in me than I like to let on.
Her. I love that.
I like her.
I like her energy.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. I don't know where she'll place. I'm not getting any vibes of either one, but I just like her. So I'm rooting for her. I hope she does really well in this game.
Yep, me too.
And she's gorgeous.
Plus, come on, Indian American.
Okay, period. And she's gorgeous.
And she's stunning.
She's
all the ladies this season are gorgeous.
I'm here for it.
Next is Drew, who is also on the Reba McEntire tribe, as is J Maya. Drew is 23, from Birmingham, Michigan, but currently in Philadelphia. He's a grad student, and 3 words to describe him would be smart, witty, and dynamic. Among previous players, he says people will make the obvious comparison to Cochran, but he says, I identify the most with Penner, very authentic, leaning into my quirks. In terms of gameplay, it will remind of Ryan in season 35. I don't remember who Ryan is, but you can tell he's a super fan. What will he value in an alliance partner? Loyalty and experience. His pet peeve is the "oh my god" autocorrect. That's all it says. That's all it says. An accomplishment he's most proud of is winning a trivia national championship in 2019, where he captained his team. And why will Drew be the sole survivor? He says, I'm very personable and authentic. I'm also a good strategist and a potent speaker. My hope is these attributes counterbalance for a weak physical game and help me clinch the title.
Okay.
At least he's self-aware.
He's self-aware. He knows what his weaknesses are. And he is like, look, and I believe him. He'll be that one. Because he was the one who said, I'm smart and I'm not going to hide how smart I am.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, cool.
It's a very different approach.
Yes, very different. And I feel like if he just aligns with someone a stronger person who can win competitions, you get yourself in that strong alliance. Like, look, y'all do the physical part. I'm gonna do the puzzles, and we can knock this thing out together. I think he'll be okay. And if he gets to the end, like he says, he's a potent speaker. He can maybe speak his way through whatever. I'm not counting him out, but hopefully, I feel the same way that I said about Brando. I hope they don't like, oh, he's too smart, we gotta get him out of here. That can be a thing, but he just has to make sure his wit and his, will be able to keep him in good graces with people, and they want to work with him.
They cast a lot of nerdy archetype people on this season. Most of the men are like on the nerdier side, which I think is going to be really interesting.
In every different tribe, there's always one of those archetypes.
At least one.
At least one, which is interesting.
It's going to be very interesting. Julie Alley, who I feel like I'm only going to refer to her as Julie Alley. That's like her name, Julie Alley.
Julie Alley.
It's like, please welcome to the stage, Julie Alley. Yeah, I like her already. She is 49. She is also on the Reba McEntire tribe.
Mm-hmm.
She is from Brentwood, Tennessee. She's an estate attorney. 3 words to describe her would be hardworking, loyal, and smart. She talks in her bio as well as in her video about how she started over at 40, got a divorce, had 2 kids, 2 preteens, was teaching art classes during the day and going to law school at night. And she passed the bar and graduated law school within a week of her daughter graduating high school. Among previous players, she says she most identifies with Suri Fields,
Period.
which we love. She got off the couch, she took a risk and played the game. I want to be like her. I'm normally very loyal and think I will play with an alliance, but I can be very suspicious of others and hope I play a strategic game and make tough calls like Jessie. What she values in an alliance partner would be truth, hard work, loyalty, and strength. Pet peeves include hair left in hairbrushes and other people slurping coffee. And she says Julie Alley will be the sole survivor because I read people well, I have good instincts, and will carry my family's support with me in the game. I want to win to inspire and motivate other women in their 40s and older. It's never too late to start something new or go after a dream. I want to inspire them to be their own hero.
I like Julie Alley.
I like her a lot, and I'm nervous.
She would hate me. Like I would be her pet peeve person. Like I always leave my hair in a hairbrush until it gets to the point.
Lana?
Until it gets to the point where it's like, ooh, let me get this hair out this hairbrush.
How dare you?
How dare you? But you slurp your coffee, so
I sure do.
Yeah, she would hate you too.
So Julie Alley will never be on this podcast.
Will never love us. But I love her story. I love the fact that
absolutely.
She got a divorce at 39, she said, and then went and start over. Like went to school, went to did night school while she was working during the day, got a law degree. That's insane. Like she's inspiring to all the people and older in their 40s and whatever and older to just do what you want to do. If you say you want to do it, just do it. That's inspiring to me. I'm 44, 43, 44. Wow, one of them ages. But I'm one of those ages that I am. Sure. But I'm just like, yeah, you're right, Julie Alley. I'm gonna get off the couch and I'm just gonna do it. You're right, Julie Alley. Oh,
come on, Julie Alley.
Yeah, I love that.
Also, she does have objectively one of the bigger, presumably stronger men on the Reba McEntire tribe. So I honestly think she'll be fine for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear her life story until episode 7, Survivor. Do you hear me? Unless you're setting up an endgame arc for Julie Alley. Next up is Jake. Jake is on the below deck tribe. A lot of 26-year-olds on this cast.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them are 26. From Hampton, Massachusetts, in Boston, and you can tell.
You can tell.
He's an attorney and a bartender.
Mm-hmm.
3 words to describe him would be boisterous, wily, and persistent. Among previous players, he says he identifies and will most play like Wendell. Because we both have a logical side, both going to law school, but we're both also creatives. I think that combo served him well in the game. What Jake is going to value in an alliance partner is someone that can cover my weaknesses and get tight with the people who keep me at arm's length. I need their trust and for them to believe what I say, whether it's true or not. Among his hobbies includes Dungeons and Dragons, which I would not have expected, but work. And among his pet peeves include motorcycles. Just motorcycles. People who take themselves too seriously and people who won't hear out new ideas. Something we would never know from looking at him is that he makes the best homemade pizza. And why will Jake be the sole survivor? Because no one wants it more than him, apparently, even though that's not the case because Brandon Donlin exists on this cast. And no one is going to work harder than him to achieve it. I don't know if that's true. I'm a people person with the intelligence to use my social skills to navigate through the game. That's also no shade towards Jake. It's just like, it's the exact same answers that other people have given. Has he watched the show before? I don't think so.
I don't know.
You know they give Ghost Island as like a regular. to people now. So
I no. I feel Jake is going to get on my last nerves. I think Jake is going to be that guy that I'm going to root for his downfall immediately.
Arnar.
And that's just from the video and the bio. I'm just like, oh no. And like he was so loud in his video and so like he's very Irish, which I can't get mad at him for being very Irish because that's who he is.
I
But
am
it's
too.
that Boston Irish thing that he has going on, and it's just something about his personality that I'm just like, he gonna be the one down talking to the women on the tribe and, not listening to their ideas because he's right and everybody else is wrong. I don't know. I don't know. Right now, Jake O'Kane, you have a lot of ground to make with me. I'm not feeling it. I could be wrong. I could be come back at the end of the season and I could be like, Jake O'Kane is amazing. I love him. But as of right now, no, I'm not feeling Jake O'Kane. Sorry.
No.
No. That's
You
just
know who
me.
I am feeling?
I'm feeling
Katora.
Couture Tops.
Katora is 35 from St. Louis, but currently in Brooklyn. She's a civil rights attorney at one of the largest civil rights law firms in the country. And
Mm-hmm.
she says 3 words to describe her are calculating, determined, and unexpected. When asked one life experience that she feels prepared her for the game, she says, walking through the world as a Black person, a woman, a queer person, and a child of poverty.
Mm-hmm.
Among previous players, she says Natalie and Spencer for their never quit attitudes. I think
Mm-hmm.
I'll have a mixture of Natalie's determination with a tiny bit of Rob's manipulative leadership, but not overboard. But
Mm-hmm.
overall, I think I'll be a new player entirely. What
Period.
she values in an alliance partner is loyalty so unrelenting that it's illogical. Think Laurel to Wendell.
Oh.
Among her favorite hobbies, I have to bring these up because it includes hot yoga, eating delicious food in gorgeous locations, and countering systemic racism. And among her pet peeves include slow walkers, slow talkers, and people who ooze privilege.
Ooh.
She also speaks French and is almost colorblind. And why will Katura be the sole survivor? Because I've been preparing for it for life, even when I didn't realize it. And Lana, I'm
I
going to give you all the moments to talk about Miss Katura here.
I love her. I adore her. I think she's going to be great. I am nervous for her because I'm always nervous for my Black women because sometimes people like to underestimate or over exaggerate their behaviors on their whatever it is in the show. So I hope I want her to make it to Merge so she could show what she could do. I hope people don't fall into the trap of what some people usually do on these shows. I'm excited for her. The fact that she's a civil rights attorney is one thing, and of course I root for everybody Black because I already said that. But I just like her actually because she seems like she has a really good head on her shoulders. She's young, old enough to know how to navigate these murky waters and things. And I'm sure she has her whole life. Like she said, she's a Black woman. She's a queer woman. She is all the most marginalized groups out there. She's a part of it. And so she had to navigate herself through some really murky things and crazy things. So I'm sure she can navigate her way through this game. But also the fact that she says breaking down systemic racism is a hobby of hers.
I love it.
Queen, hold on.
Uh huh.
I have to give you one if I can find my yes.
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 Gotta give you a
Yes.
yes. Yes,
Absolutely.
mama. And I hope if somebody is on that island being stupid, she can break it down for them and it can
Mm.
be But like I said, I am very excited for her. I am nervous for her, but I'm excited for her.
Agreed. Agreed. I'm very excited for Katura. I hope I'm saying your name right. I'm so sorry. I
I
don't
think it's
remember you.
Katura. I think it's
I think
Katura.
so. I think so. Oh, next up is Caleb, and I'm gonna be honest, y'all. This is my crush of the season. Sorry, not sorry. He's really hot. He's 29. He's our Canadian. We have
Yeah,
one.
we have our Canadian.
He is from Port Coquitlam, British Columbia, because I know where that is.
Whoop, whoop.
But is currently in Vancouver, British Columbia, because I also know
Mhm.
where that is, and I kind of want to move there. He is in software sales and says 3 words to describe him would be charismatic, opportunistic, and golden retriever. Which again, Caleb, I hate to
Forward.
tell you, but that's 4 words. Um, Among previous players that he identifies or will play like, he says, I'd love to say Tony, but out of respect, I won't.
Mm.
But what will he value in an alliance member? Someone who can control their emotions and who has relationships and can gather information from other members of the tribe so we can build the most complete picture possible. Among his pet peeves include people with no sense of humor and people who talk about wanting things but won't do anything about it.
Mm.
Something we would never know from looking at him is that he's worked remotely since 2017 and has lived in 27 countries, with Fiji being 28.
Mm.
And why will he be the sole survivor? He says, I've never been qualified for anything I've done, so why not me? Whether getting my first job at 13 by lying and saying I was 16, to slinging pizzas, starting a painting business, having never picked up a brush, or working in software sales, I've never had the resume, but I always figure it out and bring my entire personality, and I expect the best in Survivor.
He intrigued me.
I'm so fascinated by this man.
I am very fascinated.
Ugh,
I I don't know what he's going to do in this game, but I am going to enjoy watching every second of it. He's
I
so
agree.
intriguing. The fact that he was like, I've never been qualified for any job that I've had, but I just made it all work. And I'm like, wow. And my favorite thing he said in the video was when he was watching Survivor with his mom,
Hmm.
and he'd be laughing at everybody crying. He's like, "What are they laughing? What are they crying for?" And he was like, "Your mom was like, wait till you go out there and win and try to win $1 million. See if you're not crying or whatever." He was like, "I mean, let me go try." Like he just was like, his mom said you wouldn't do it, and he said, "Let's see if how about let's hold my beer. I'll be right back."
Literally hold my beer. Like,
I'll be right back. And it's like so crazy. I am intrigued by this man. I don't know what he's gonna do. I would love to say I see some kind of energy from he
nope.
has such a great energy, period. I don't know what he's gonna do, but I am going to be so excited to watch every second of it.
Agreed. I'm intrigued. I'm
I'm
intrigued for sure.
intrigued. And those pants are fire.
I
Okay.
love the pants. Next is Kelly. Kelly is 30 from Weston, Connecticut, currently in New York City. She is a critical care nurse, and 3 words to describe her would be scrappy, deliberate, and intuitive. And she said she started watching the show through COVID when she was working as a COVID nurse in New York. Thank you, girl.
Thank you.
Thank you. Very happy you're here.
Yes.
Um, Among previous players that she identifies or thinks she'll play like, she says, I totally relate to Kelly Wentworth's tenacious, scrappy vibe, but I think like Parvati. I have the ability to connect with and draw in lots of different types of people with charm and authenticity, but still maintain an independent, ruthless mental strategy. I'd also like to draw inspiration from Surrey Fields, as
Mm,
we are both nurses, period.
mhm.
Among what she values in an alliance partner would be playing with people that I not only trust, but also understand their motives. They don't have to be traditionally predictable. I just have to get them and vibe with them. Among her pet peeves include inefficiency and know it alls. Also, let's go, lesbians.
Mhm.
Very excited. And why will Kelly be the sole survivor? My job requires me to be adaptable in the face of constant chaos and change, just like this game. I'm a chameleon, my favorite
Mm.
word. I can bro out with jocks, nerd out with nerds, be besties with the girls. There's no one I can't bond with. I think I will surprise people at the end of the
Surprise.
day. Surprise. I think I will surprise people. At the end of the day, I'm fully prepared to manipulate and blindside my way to final tribal, where I can get votes from my friends on the jury. Surprise.
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 So funny.
It's a surprise
It's a surprise for
for
me.
me.
Oh.
Let's go, lesbians! I like her, and that's all I have to say. Surprise. I
Surprise. You
hope
like
she
her.
surprises me.
I like her. I mean, she seems like a cool person. Um, I love that she's a nurse. And yeah, thank you for your service during
Yeah.
that time because, baby, that was rough. I don't know. I think she'll be that person to get along with a lot of different people.
Mhm.
If she doesn't have a nasty attitude coming in, I think she'll be fine. And
I
she doesn't
don't
seem,
think she
and I
will.
don't think she will because I feel like
Nah.
most nurses really know how to have a good bedside manner. Most, not all, some of them no, but I think she'll be okay. I think she'll be okay, and I'm interested in seeing what she's doing. And she's on the below deck tribe.
I haven't been keeping up on all of them, so I'll just say all the ones at the end. But if you're watching the visual, the color of their name corresponds to the tribe they're on. We should have just said that from the start, but it's okay.
Yeah,
I didn't.
it's all
And
right.
that's okay.
I think people caught it.
Yeah. Next is Sifu.
Sifu.
He is 30 from O'Fallon, Illinois. He's a gym owner and says 3 words to describe him are outgoing, loving, and empowering. He said among life experiences preparing for him for the game, he talked about in his bio and in his video how he started Yang style Tai Chi when he was 6.
Mm-hmm.
Previous players he identifies with: Tony. I like the ferocity he played with and his reason to help his family grow and be sustainable. Yay. There are plenty of other family men on this show other than Tony Vlachos, but all right. What will you value in an alliance partner? Honesty, focus, and determination. Among his pet peeves includes liars and mean people. And why will Sifu be the sole survivor? Because I will be undeniably myself. I will be unwavering in my pursuit. I'm willing to suffer. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. I am the sole survivor.
I think Sifu is a recruit.
Oh,
I think he's a
obviously.
recruit.
There's no
But
question in my mind about that.
yeah, I think he's a recruit. But I don't think that is the reason for me to just totally say he's not going to do well in this game. Um, I don't know. I think people are going to be intimidated by him just by sheer size, just who he is. You know, at some point, he's going to have to get to the point where he has to win or go home. I think he's going to help his tribe do really well in most things. And, maybe he won't have to go up before merge or whatever. Who knows? But I can see people like, we need to get him out sooner rather than later. And the second he doesn't win, could be the time he gets, But that all depends on his attitude too. Like people might really like him. He was saying in his video that he was adopted and he just recently got in touch with his biological family.
Yeah.
And he was like, he finally felt like he was connected to who he was. And I was like, oh, okay. And then when I was like, oh, he's from O'Fallon, Illinois. Oh, okay,
Do we
yeah.
know where O'Fallon is?
I've heard of O'Fallon,
All right.
but so I'm assuming if I'm wrong, but I'm assuming he was adopted by a white family, and so what he just found his other side of him, his real family. Well, his family, not real family, because those adopted parents who raised him are his real family, but his biological family. And so I just, it was something about how he was talking and presenting himself, and I was like, oh, okay, I can see that. But I think that will also help him be able to relate to a lot of people on the tribe. Everybody, he can relate to everybody. Because I'm sure he's so used to being around his family, who I'm assuming is a white family, so he can adjust to the white side of himself, he can adjust to the black side of himself, and he can adjust all of that stuff, and that way he can connect with a lot of different people. And I'm not saying that in a negative way. He just can connect with so many people on so many different levels, and so that his personality can be a reason why people might not want to get rid of him, not just because he's a strong person and can help win challenges, but he's just a nice person. You don't want to get out. Nice people not that early in the game. So I don't know. I'm very intrigued by Sifu. Also, I can't wait to see what he does.
Woo.
Woo.
Kendra McQuarrie. She's one of my early favorites. I'm just going to say that outright. I really enjoy her so far. So, she is 31. She is a bartender in Steamboat Springs, Colorado, but originally from Haverhill, Massachusetts. 3 words to describe her would be outgoing, determined, and enthusiastic. Among previous players she identifies or wants to play like, she says, I see bits of myself in a lot of strong female players like Amanda, Michelle, and Kim. But the first player I really connected with is Carolyn. Like her, I'm not afraid to be myself and let my freak flag fly. I love her authenticity and hope to bring that into the game myself. What she values in an alliance partner is loyalty. I would love to find 2 people to go all the way to the end with. Also, I will definitely value someone who's relaxed and grounded to help balance me out. Something we would never know from looking at Kendra is that apparently she talks exactly like Drew Barrymore, which I'm interested to see. Her pet peeves include people who chew with their mouths open, snoring, not saying please and thank you, and when people ask me the meaning of my tattoos. I'm with you on that as someone with a couple tattoos myself. And why will Kendra be Soul Survivor? She says, I will be the Soul Survivor because I've got moxie. My unwavering optimism, courage, and gut instincts will guide the way to Soul Survivor. And soul is italicized in both of those instances. I don't know why, but they are. So, Kendra. I like her, Lana. Stop it.
I'm sorry. I feel like she. You remember how I felt about the girl on Amazing Race, Kayla?
Yeah.
I feel like she's gonna give me that energy, and it's gonna get on my nerves. But here's the thing. Remember how I came around on Kayla at the end of the season? So maybe there's hope for Kendra for me to come around. I won't shut the door completely on Kendra, but I'm like, yeah, it's halfway closed. It's a crib. It's a crap. It's a crack in it. I can open it back up, but right, it was just the way she was in her video, and she was just like, everything was. I was like, girl, calm down. Like it was just too much. It was too much. It was too much for me. But like I said, I am open to come around. I could come back and see us at the end of the season, and Kendra could be one of my favorites. But right now, I'm gonna put her in that Jake category. Go away. Sorry.
Next up is Sean.
What else can go away?
But now it's Sean, so it's okay.
He can go away too.
Oh no, not the gay.
I know, and I didn't want.
Oh no, we'll talk about it. But he's 35. He's in elementary school.
Go ahead.
He doesn't what?
He doesn't know 3 words. He gave us 85
I'm
words.
about to get to that. So he is an elementary school principal from Provo, Utah. God bless you, child. But originally from Lawrence, New Jersey. And allegedly only 3 words to describe him, despite it being 5, is connection seeker, ambitiously minded, magnetic energy. Darling, that's 5 words.
That's
but all right.
5 words.
Among previous players he identifies or will play like, he says, I identify the most with Zeke. He was always authentic and true to himself. He always came across as genuine, even in his gameplay. I imagine I'll play the most like Surrey Fields and Todd Herzog. They were both able to use the power of connection and social wit to form relationships that brought them further in the game. Then, when those relationships no longer served their gameplay, they voted them out. I know that sounds harsh, but that's the game. We can be friends after I win, I promise. Oh, okay. Well, he is a super fan. He said he's been watching Survivor since the beginning. Among his pet peeves include people who are arrogant and think they are better than others. And why will Sean be the sole survivor? He says Survivor is largely a social game, and my skills in this area will lead me to becoming the next sole survivor. I can read people's emotions, empathize with others, connect with anyone, and make people feel comfortable with me. These skills will help me to build alliances naturally and easily. I'm ready to claim the $1 million now.
Okay. I don't hate him. Let me just say
Thank you.
I don't hate him. I just don't feel anything for him. It's
That's
like
valid.
He seems very blah to me. And I don't know. I mean, I love that in his video he was like how he feels more comfortable once he accepted himself for who he was. And he was a Mormon trying to be a straight Mormon man. And he was like, but that's not who I was. And once I left that and met my husband and all of this stuff, he felt more comfortable. And I was like, okay, I love that for you. I love that for you that you are accepting yourself. But he just doesn't give me anything. It's just like, he's somebody I have to see. I just have to see because I don't really know. I'm just, yeah. But he's in the Lululemon tribe, so I'm kind of like, all right, I'll be Lululemon, be good for me. But I don't know. I don't know about him. I don't know.
Yeah. And last up, I'm gonna say Sabaya.
I think it's Sabaya.
I hope.
Sabaya
and
or
I will know
Sabia.
it. I will know it by the end of episode 1.
Yes.
Survivor 45.
It's either Sabaya or Sabia.
Oh, I was gonna say Sabia as well.
Or Sabia.
Regardless, this lovely, beautiful, iconic woman in a beautiful outfit is 28. She's a truck driver from Jacksonville, North Carolina, but originally from Locust Grove, Georgia. 3 words to describe her would be resilient, vibrant, and proud. She talked a lot in her bio as well as in the video about how she was also in the Marine Corps. So she's done a lot of different things in her life. Among previous players she identifies with the most, guess what, Lana?
Surrey
Fields.
Period.
The most mentioned on this list. Thank you very much.
As she should be. Her.
So how many Surrey seasons did they give them in Sequester? That's what I would like to know.
Definitely the one with Parvati in the All Women's Alliance. When she was
I was going to say, I think they probably gave them Heroes versus Villains and Game Changers.
Game Changers for sure.
100%. And Kagian.
Anyway.
She says, I love Surrey's heart and strategic mind. She's a legend in this game. Correct. I hope I can carry the same legacy of grace. Among what she values in an alliance partner is a chameleon.
Mm-hmm.
I need adaptability and a level of secrecy. Trust is a given, but I'd like to align with the least suspected but most sensible. Among her pet peeves include laziness and an I can't attitude. And why will she be the sole survivor? I've been preparing unconsciously for this show my whole life. It is my destiny to be the sole survivor.
Mm-hmm. You know I'm rooting for her, period.
Obviously, same.
Hello. I think she's going to be one of these strong competitors.
Yeah.
And, I mean, she's been a Marine Corps, and she's a truck driver. And I see nice things from her. I don't, obviously I'm nervous because I'm always nervous for my Black women in these games because people always tend to do weird things when they're around. And it's like, okay. So we'll see, but I'm very excited. I'm very excited for Miss Sabia.
Miss Broderick.
Miss Broderick. Yeah, until we figure out how to correctly pronounce your name, Miss Broderick.
And I would like to, and I was hoping that the video would say it, and then it didn't.
Me too. I was waiting for the videos to give us these names, but they did not. But that's okay. First episode, we're getting it. I'm going to get it. This is our cast, everybody. Look at them, get to know them, remember their faces because
Yeah,
they're going to. Are we drafting, Logan?
I
Or
didn't
are
think
we?
we were.
You don't think we are? Okay,
We
good.
might if we get like. I would like to do it with more than just us.
Yes. Maybe we'll do an off camera draft with some others who are interested in watching
Or we could do it on camera too. Just another video,
a different
another
video.
video viewing experience for you all. I did want to run through the exact tribal designations just in case
Okay.
people were curious. So, on the Reba McEntire tribe in red, we have Austin, D, Drew, J Maya, Julie Alley, and Sifu. On the blue Bellow deck tribe is Brando, not to be confused with Brandon, Bruce, Jake, Katura, Kelly, and Kendra. The tribe of women with names that start with K.
Mm-hmm.
And on the Lululemon tribe, we have our good friend Brandon Donlin, Emily, Hannah Rose, Caleb, Miss Broderick.
It's
I'm
Roderick.
not going to say her name until I know what it is. And Sean.
Okay.
So that's that. There's a cast.
There's the cast.
We have the premiere in exactly 20 days. So, where I have 4 show premieres in 48 hours. Speaking of, our Amazing Race cast assessment will be up very, very shortly. So, and that premieres the same day. So, we're very excited for that. With all that being said, thank you for joining us for our Survivor cast assessment. Let us know in the comments below, who are you rooting for? Do you also know Brandon Donlin? Have you listened to Jay Maya's music? Do you know how to say Miss Broderick's name correctly? Let us know. In the meantime, hit all the buttons on here on your audio or visual platform, except for the dislike. And if you're going to hit that twice. Make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at The Cup Pod for all of your most up-to-date Cup news and our funny moments because we are some funny bitches. And while you're down there in the description, you could follow Lana and I as well on social media. And you can go get some merch. Link down there as well. We do ship internationally, so there are no excuses. And cheers, Lana.
Cheers, Logan.
Oh.